Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics. First off, we're starting out with my illuminating SPF, and then we're going to be going in with this mini matte putty primer. I've never tried this one before. I actually got one of the little trio packs that has the luminous matte and the poreless original, and this one it just reminds me of the poreless one. You can definitely see the difference on the left side of my face where it's like a little it's a little less shiny. It diffuses the pores a little bit and helps smooth out your lines and stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, nothing's ever gonna beat my number 7 Airbrush Away primer. Next up, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Dunkin Donuts lip scrub. I love this stuff every single day. I kind of wish they would have done lip oils tinted like this flavor, because that would have been amazing. Next, I'm setting my eyes with a cream shadow from one of my e.l.f. eyeshadow palettes. What I've noticed with this brand is I have a lot of their bigger eyeshadow palettes, but every single one of them is no longer for sale. The only thing they really sell are these little bite-sized palettes, and everything else is always limited edition. They do have these more longer ones, but those ones just aren't as appealing to me. And all the other ones I have are all limited edition, so I stuck with this one, which was a simple pink berry tone, and I put the 2 pink shades in my crease. And this is not a e.l.f. liquid liner. I actually don't own one, so I'm just using my Rem Beauty one. The one time I did try their liquid liner back when I was in high school, I did not like it. It would transfer up to my eyelid, so maybe I just need to give them another shot. After I finish off this simple black cat wing, I'm doing my favorite thing right now, which is doing my liner as glitter. I've done this before. I'll link it in a card right here, but I love glitter eyeliner. It can be this the same black. You can do fun color. I did a dark kind of brown with gold glitter in it once, and there's so many different ways you can do it. You can just use eyelash glue and then top it with the glitter, but I had this e.l.f. one in the shade Black Magic, so I thought what better way to top my liquid eyeliner and give it a little bit more sparkle by just adding this liquid glitter shadow to the wing. And this one isn't it's a black with a silver shimmer in it. It's really stunning, and I love the way it just gives an extra sparkle on your eye. Glitter liner is my favorite thing, and it's definitely been something I've been rocking a lot because it's so simple. I wouldn't even wear eyeshadow a lot of the time, and I'll just do glitter liner like this, and it's just so fun. It just looks like a lot of hard work, but it really isn't. Next up, I'm showing you some e.l.f. eyelashes that I tried so hard to put on my eye, but they're so cheap and plasticky, I could not get to work. I didn't throw them away. I'm determined to use these in some shape or form, but I ended up just putting my Ardell lashes on that I really like, and I'll link below because I just could not get them to look good. But here's the finished eye look. But see, you can just see that subtle sparkle through the lashes, and it's super cute. No surprise here, I'm using my Instant Brow Lift in Neutral Brown to shape out my eyebrows. I've used this 1,000 times. I love it. It's only $2 or $3, and I even love using this as lip liner now, so it's definitely something I always have backups of. Next up, we're using the Bite Size Brow in Neutral Brown, and I'm using the clear and the dark shade of wax. I'm not gonna lie, don't really like this thing. The wax is just not very I like the stiff wax. I like it to hold my eyebrows in place all day. And this is just not that kind of wax. But the powders are okay, but I'm just more of a pencil girl. but I would just save your money on this. Next up is the Big Mood Mascara in Pitch Black. I'm dumb and I forgot to put mascara on before I did my eyelashes, so I'll just be showing it on my bottom lashes for today. But I've never really been a bottom mascara girl, and it looks really good, so I've been doing it a lot, and it helped blend in my lashes really good. So far so good. It didn't transfer or anything underneath my eye or make my eyes irritated. It's definitely a good one. I've been trying it on and off after, and it is really like volumizing and lengthening. Going in with the pink sprinkled donut eyeshadow palette from e.l.f. and Dunkin, and with this very shimmery, sparkly, kind of purpley iridescent shade. And I'm going to be using that in the inner corner and on my brow bone. I love this shade because I also use it as highlighter a lot of the time. The bite-sized palettes are always good in my opinion. I haven't found one I haven't liked. Even their blush and highlighter ones are really good. Next, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in Light Honey, and I haven't worn this out in like a year or two, so it makes me wonder if it's expired. But I would say it's a light medium coverage. It's definitely not my favorite foundation. I mean, it does the job and it stayed pretty well all day, but it just was a lot of work, and I had to keep reapplying it to like get more coverage. I've just tried so many foundations in my life now that this one just isn't it for me. And if I'm in a pinch on foundation, this is definitely not one I would lean towards, just because it just isn't, I don't know, there's just something about it I wasn't like too keen on. It was very hard to apply to my nose, but here you can see definitely a light medium coverage. You can still see my little moles on my face, and it kind of settles in my creases a little bit. Nothing too bad. Next, we're going in with the Camo concealer in Fair Warm, and then I also have a deeper shade that I mixed because I felt like the Fair Warm was a little bit too light, and the darker shade is the hydrating and the other one is the more matte. This concealer is very good if you're on a budget. It definitely does the job. It's really full coverage. I definitely prefer the hydrating one more than the just original Camo because we're all aging, and I just feel like the more matte it is, it sinks into your lines. This is the 16 Hour Camo Powder Foundation, and I'm obsessed with it. I bought this for my mom. It's like one of those good things, if you have zero time, you can just like slap it on your face and it looks good every time. And I'm using this like cute little precise highlighting brush. I really want like a million of these so I can use it for blush, highlighter, setting, and bronzer. It just feels so nice and really diffuses your makeup. Next, we're going in with the Putty Bronzer in the shade Feelin' Breezy, which is the more like contour shade, and we're also using one of the bronzer shades. And it's definitely ashy and does a good job at contouring, but I feel like the formula on these are definitely a lot like thinner. You definitely have to build it up to get more of a very chiseled look. My half-caked cream bronzer and coolness is definitely something I would pick over this, but it's still really good for the price. I'm using the shade Tan Lines for the bronzer, and I don't know why I look so like angry doing this, but it's definitely very natural finish. Doesn't look too intense. Next up, we're going in with the Always Hazy Primer Infused Shimmer Blush. These are some of my favorites. I love shimmer blushes. It just really like adds some dimension to your face without adding too much glow. This is a nice neutral, kind of like peachy brown shade. It's definitely one of my top favorite blushes. I'm still working on that favorite blush video. And I'm doing the 3C shape across my nose and my bridge We're going in with the multi-dimensional face and body glow. I don't know if this is still available, but it honestly was not working for me. I ended up having to go in with the highlighter from, well, the eyeshadow shade in the Pink Sprinkled Donuts shade because it wasn't popping enough for me. Maybe I was not using the right brush, or I should have been using my finger, because it is a more of a kind of like cream to powder formula like the ColourPop ones. This is from the Retro Paradise collection, so it might not be available. I'll link it still below, but it is like really pretty. Look how sparkly it is. Next up, we're going with the Love Triangle Lip Filler liners, and we're using the shades Soft Pink and Mauve. Mauve is the deeper shade, and we're outlining my entire like outsides of my lips, and then we're taking Soft Pink on the inside. You don't really need to do this, but I just wanted to show you it looks kind of like ombre before I used a different product. The shape on these is like a triangle, so it definitely is a learning curve. I prefer the, you know, typical pencil shape, or a like this, a retractable pointed shape, but I do enjoy this lip liner. The formula is really good and matte and long lasting. But yeah, here I'm going with the second shade, Soft Pink, and it gives kind of more of a ombre look. It looks really cute. Then I'm going in with the e.l.f. Glossy Lip Stain in Fiery Red, which looks kind of more like it definitely has some pink base to it. It looks more pink in this shot, but it's definitely more of a pink red. It's super pretty. I love this formula. I definitely did pick up some other shades because this is going to be a good lip stain for the summer, because look how pretty that looks. It's definitely more pink than red. I wouldn't have called this fiery red. I think I would have called it like fiery watermelon. But there's the completed look. I really like how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below which full face brand I should do next. Thanks for watching. Bye!